A lot of things can happen in a decade. Technology can get hundreds of times faster. Idiots like me can grow up into grown-up men with a mental age of 13, of course. But the one thing that just does not happen, at least in a decade, is this car, the Polo, looking outdated. I mean, that's just how timeless this car is. The Volkswagen Polo is the first car by the VW Group in India. And over the years, it has received a lot of changes. But in 2020, during the BS6 update, it went through an heart transplant. And what an excellent surgery that was. So, hey guys, what's up? I'm Shriniket. You're watching my YouTube channel Sri Productions. And today let's check out the BS6 2020 Polo 1 litre TSI. Let's get started.
If you have a Polo or if you buy one, you'll get really good resale value out of it. And that's because VW has refused to change its looks. A decade-old Swift looks really old. But a Polo from the same time, exactly the same as this new one. Okay, let's stop fooling around and talk about the actual design of the Polo. The proportions, the design and the overall stance of this little hatch are simply timeless, just like some of VW's other cars. The 2020 Polo gets the exact same styling as the facelift that it got in 2019. So it gets the GTI inspired front bumper and the rear bumper houses a Ford diffuser which isn't functional. Overall, it's a good looking car but in isolation.
In terms of the interiors, the BS6 Polo is identical to its BS4 predecessor. So you get a lot of scratchy and hard touch plastics all around. But let me tell you, the quality and the fit and finish of the interior is absolutely top notch, and it's arguably better than some of its other rivals, a bit more expensive rivals in the hatchback segment. Coming to the features, it gets a manually adjustable steering wheel which is adjustable for reach as well as tilt. The steering wheel is this nice leather wrapped unit which is flat bottom, of course. The spokes on the steering wheel do get this piano black inserts. Combine that with small flashes of chrome and the Volkswagen logo, which is of course chrome. The look of the steering wheel is really nice and it's really iconic to Volkswagen cars. Coming to the instrumentation, you get a big analog tachometer on the left and an analog speedometer on the right. These are really huge and good if you are an enthusiast. In the center, you get a small digital unit which is not an LCD colored unit. It displays a lot of trip related information, which is a nice touch. Coming to the central console, you get a 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system which has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as standard, which is a nice addition. But it does not get a key feature which is available on most of the cars today, which is a rear parking camera. Now that is a big bummer and simply not acceptable considering the price of this car. You get an auto climate control system below that, and then down there you get two cup holders, but you don't have a specific spot to keep your smartphone, nor do you get wireless charging, which is again a big bummer. You get a 6-speed transmission and between them is a 12-volt charging socket. Behind the gear lever you get the manual handbrake, and above that is the central armrest. Below the central armrest you get a small cubby hole which is adequately sized for some large smartphones itself, but it does hamper the usability of the handbrake, especially if you want to do some spirited riding. You know what I'm saying, right? Now the Polo does get height adjustability for the seat, for the driver's seat, which is of course manual. Nice addition. On the door cards you do get 1 litre bottle holders. The inside rear view mirror is auto dimming and the outside wing mirrors are electronically foldable and electronically adjustable, which is a nice feature. The glove box. The glove box is decently sized. It's pretty big actually. It gets a small light inside and it's a cooled glove box. And it also gets some blank switches so that if you want to add some other additional switches for aftermarket stuff, you can use them and not clutter the actual visible interior. So that's a nice touch. The door cards are simple, and a really nice touch are the single touch window switches, which means that you can roll up or down the windows in a single touch. Now the rear seat space is something that the Polo gets a lot of negative press for, as you can clearly see why. I'm an average sized Indian and the headroom is simply not adequate for me, and for someone who is a 6-foot guy who is filming me right now, his head can easily touch the roof. Now the front seat has been set according to my driving position, and despite of that, the knee room is just not adequate for me. I will feel a bit cramped for long journeys. That said, the view around is really nice. The windows are nice and big, not as small, not as tiny as that of the Swift. The door cards are nice and simple. although you do not get a 1 liter bottle holder on the door cards. That would be a nice addition. On the central console, you get an air conditioning vent. Below that is a 1 liter bottle holder which is foldable. Below that is a 12 volt charging socket, although a USB charging socket would be more appreciated because not many guys use the 12 volt socket adapter nowadays. Other than that, you get an adjustable headrest for the rear passengers, although you do not get a foldable armrest for the rear passengers, which you do get on the Vento. Driving the 1 liter TSI,
Okay, so apologies for an abrupt voiceover. My mic suddenly stopped working, due to which the entire drive part ended up without any audio. Anyways, talking about the driving experience, let's talk about the engine first. The new 1 liter TSI is seriously smooth at idle and even while revving hard. Generally, a 3-cylinder has a lot of vibes on the steering, but it's simply not the case here. Although some vibes are felt on the gear knob. Overall, the NVH levels are one of the best in the segment. The power delivery is really impressive as it will make you believe that it's a slightly larger engine. The boost kicks in at around 2,500 RPM and it pulls cleanly till close to its red line. The boost build-up is not too aggressive, but the thrust is clearly felt. But if you rev it hard in the first 2 gears, it will be evident that a small engine is present under the hood. Overall, the engine is really enjoyable considering its capacity. The gearbox needs a bit of effort to shift it within gears and it clearly isn't as smooth as its Japanese and Korean rivals. The clutch is on the lighter side and the biting point is in the middle of the pedal travel, which makes it easy to drive in traffic as well. I drove the Vento and the Polo back to back, both TSI of course, and I felt that the steering on the Polo has more weight to it even at city speeds, which wasn't the case with the Vento. Driving it at high speeds does weigh it up quite well. The feel and feedback from the steering is decent and definitely better than its Korean rivals. The Polo corners flat and remains stable despite facing mid-corner bumps. Compared to its rivals, the suspension on the Polo is on the firmer side, which can be felt clearly, going over some expansion joints. Its larger 16-inch alloys combined with comparatively thin profile tires give it a sort of European firmness, which is great for cornering, although it can be an issue over broken asphalt. The brakes do not disappoint at all as they provide strong stopping power, although they grab strongly only after the initial half of the pedal travel. In conclusion, all of these dynamics hints towards a sporty rather than a comfortable ride. And that's what the new TSI is for. It's the perfect little city runabout which can easily double up as a canyon carver, providing lots and lots of fun.
So in conclusion, is the 2020 Polo still worth buying? Well, let's be clear, if you want a lot of interior space, a radical design and millions of features, look elsewhere. But for a few enthusiasts like us, the 2020 Polo might still be, hell, I'd say this is the best hot hatch under 10 lakhs, period.
That's pretty much it from my side. Special thanks to Volkswagen Aurangabad for providing me the BS6 Polo TSI for review. Test drive and bookings are now open, so contact details are in the description down below.
Thanks for watching.